We've come a long way in this series. We started with what agentic AI is, the shift from chatbots to autonomous agents. We explored how agents think, using the react pattern to reason and act. We dove into how agents remember, building context across sessions. And we examined how agents work together, using multi-agent systems to tackle complex problems. Now it's time for the question everyone's asking. Where is this going? What does the future of agentic AI look like? Not in 10 years, in the next 1 to 2 years. Because here's the thing, the future isn't some distant possibility. It's being built right now. No protocols are being standardized. Governance frameworks are being debated. The next wave of capabilities is already in research labs. In this final video, we're going to explore the trajectory of agentic AI, the current state of the technology, the key innovations shaping what comes next, the challenges that must be solved, and my predictions for what you should be watching. Let's look ahead. Let's establish where we are right now. As of early 2026, agentic AI has moved from research curiosity to production reality. Major enterprises are deploying agent systems for customer service, code generation, research, and workflow automation. The technology works. It's not perfect, but it's good enough to deliver real value. We've crossed the threshold from interesting demo to business-critical system. And my predictions for what you should be watching. Let's look ahead. Let's establish where we are right now. As of early 2026, agentic AI has moved from research curiosity to production reality. Major enterprises are deploying agent systems for customer service, code generation, research, and workflow automation. The technology works. It's not perfect, but it's good enough to deliver real value. We've crossed the threshold from interesting demo to business-critical system. Let's establish where we are right now. As of early 2026, agentic AI has moved from research curiosity to production reality. Major enterprises are deploying agent systems for customer service, code generation, research, and workflow automation. The technology works. It's not perfect, but it's good enough to deliver real value. We've crossed the threshold from interesting demo to business-critical system. The big players have made their positions clear. OpenAI, Anthropic, Google, Microsoft, Meta, all are investing heavily in agent capabilities. But it's not just the giants. A thriving ecosystem of startups and open-source projects has emerged. Tools like LangChain, AutoGen, Crew AI, and dozens of others make it possible for developers to build sophisticated agent systems without starting from scratch. The infrastructure layer is maturing rapidly. What's working today? Structured, verifiable tasks, code generation with testing, research with source citations, customer service with knowledge bases, data analysis with clear inputs and outputs. These are the beachhead applications where agents have proven reliable. What's still challenging? Open-ended creativity, multi-step planning over long horizons, tasks requiring common sense about the physical world. The technology excels where verification is possible and struggles where judgment is subjective. Here's the adoption curve we're on. Early adopters. Tech companies and AI-native startups have been using agents for over a year. The early majority, larger enterprises with technical capability, started deploying in 2025. We're now entering the phase where mainstream adoption begins. This is the point where agentic AI becomes a standard tool, like cloud computing or mobile apps before it. If you're not exploring agent capabilities, you're already behind the early adopters. But you're right on time for the mainstream wave. Several technologies are converging to shape what comes next. First, the Model Context Protocol, or MCP. This is Anthropic's open standard for connecting AI systems to external data sources and tools. Think of it as a universal adapter. Before MCP, every integration required custom code. With MCP, An agent can connect to any MCP-compatible data source using the same interface. This dramatically lowers the friction for building capable agents and makes ecosystems interoperable. Second, constitutional AI and alignment techniques. As agents become more autonomous, ensuring they behave as intended becomes critical. Constitutional AI embeds values and guidelines directly into the model's behavior. Instead of just following instructions, the agent has internalized principles that guide its actions. This is essential for trust. An agent that understands why certain actions are inappropriate, not just that they're forbidden, is fundamentally safer than one following a rulebook it doesn't understand. Third, improved reasoning and planning. Current agents use techniques like chain of thought and react, but new approaches are emerging. Tree of thought allows agents to explore multiple reasoning paths simultaneously. Planning with world models lets agents simulate outcomes before acting. And reinforcement learning from human feedback continues to improve how agents handle complex, multi-step tasks. Each advancement makes agents more capable of handling tasks that previously required human judgment. Fourth, longer context and better memory. We discussed memory in an earlier video, but the technology keeps advancing. Context windows are growing from thousands to millions of tokens. External memory systems are becoming more sophisticated. The combination means agents can maintain coherent understanding over much longer interactions and much more complex tasks. This is crucial. Many valuable tasks require holding vast amounts of context. As memory capabilities improve, the range of tasks agents can handle expands dramatically. The future isn't all optimistic. There are serious challenges that must be addressed. First, reliability. Agents today can be inconsistent. The same task might succeed one time and fail another. For mission-critical applications, this variability is unacceptable. The path forward requires better testing, better monitoring, and fundamentally more predictable systems. We need agents that don't just work sometimes. We need agents that work reliably, every time, in production. Second, security. Agents that can take actions in the world can take harmful actions. Prompt injection attacks can hijack an agent's goals. Data poisoning can corrupt an agent's knowledge. And the more capable agents become, the more dangerous they are when compromised. Security isn't an afterthought. It must be built into agent systems from the ground up. The industry is still learning how to secure these systems, and the stakes rise as deployment spreads. Third, accountability. When an agent makes a decision, who is responsible? The developer who built it, the company that deployed it, the user who gave the instructions, the agent itself? These questions don't have clear answers yet, but they matter enormously. As agents take more autonomous actions with real consequences, society needs frameworks for accountability. This is a governance problem as much as a technical one, and it's far from solved. Fourth, economic disruption. Agents that can do work will displace some human work. This is historically true of all automation, but the pace and breadth of AI's impact may be unprecedented. The optimistic view, agents handle routine work while humans focus on higher value activities. The pessimistic view, displacement happens faster than adaptation. The realistic view, both will happen, and how we manage the transition matters enormously. This isn't just a technology question. It's a social and political question that will define how the benefits of AI are distributed. Let me share some predictions for the near future. First, agents will become invisible infrastructure. Just like we don't think about cloud servers running behind our apps, we'll stop noticing that agents are handling tasks. They'll become a standard component of how software works. The question won't be, should we use AI? It'll be, which agent service should we use for this? This normalization is already happening, and it'll accelerate. Second, specialization will dominate. The era of one AI to rule them all will give way to ecosystems of specialized agents: a legal research agent, a medical coding agent, a financial analysis agent, a creative writing agent, each fine-tuned for its domain, integrated into domain-specific workflows, speaking the language of its users. General-purpose foundation models will remain important, but the value will shift towards specialized applications built on top of them. Third, human-agent collaboration will mature. The most effective systems won't be fully autonomous agents, or humans doing everything. There'll be sophisticated collaborations where humans and agents each contribute their strengths. Humans provide judgment, creativity, and accountability. Agents provide scale, consistency, and tireless execution. The interface between human and agents will become a design discipline of its own. We're just beginning to understand how to design these partnerships effectively. Fourth, governance will catch up. Right now, technology is outpacing regulation, but this won't last. Expect to see industry standards, government regulations, and international agreements addressing how agents can be deployed, what disclosures are required, and what safeguards must be in place. Companies that get ahead of governance requirements will have an advantage. Those caught off guard will scramble. The regulatory landscape for AI is going to change significantly in the next few years. So, what does all this mean for you? If you're a professional in any field, the time to start learning is now. Not to become an AI expert, but to understand how agents can augment your work. What repetitive tasks could be delegated? What would you do with more time for high-value thinking? The professionals who will thrive are those who see agents as tools to amplify their capabilities, not threats to resist or ignore. If you're building with AI, focus on the fundamentals covered in this series. Understand how agents reason. Design for good memory and context management. Know when to use multi-agent systems. These principles will outlast any specific tool or framework. The landscape will keep changing, but the core patterns, goal-oriented reasoning, tool use, memory, collaboration, will remain relevant. Master these, and you'll be ready to adapt to whatever comes next. If this series has helped you understand agentic AI, subscribe to the channel. We're just getting started exploring this technology, and there's so much more to discover together. If this video gave you a clearer picture of where AI is headed, hit that like button. It helps spread the word and supports the channel in creating more content like this. Ring the notification bell so you never miss a video. As agentic AI continues to evolve, we'll be here breaking it down and helping you stay informed. And if you haven't watched the other videos in this series, check them out. We've covered what agentic AI is, how agents think, how they remember, and how they work together. Each video builds on the last to give you a complete foundation. Here's where we are. Agentic AI is crossing the threshold from research curiosity to practical deployment. The major players, OpenAI, Anthropic, Google, Microsoft, are all racing to build these systems. Key technologies like the Model Context Protocol are solving real integration challenges. Constitutional AI is teaching agents to internalize principles rather than follow rigid rules. Reasoning and memory capabilities are advancing rapidly. But challenges remain. Reliability, security, and accountability are real problems that need real solutions. Looking ahead, expect agents to become invisible infrastructure, to specialize rather than generalize, to collaborate naturally with humans,